Yeah, Kathleen, as you can hear right now, we are in Durant, and they are doing the national anthem right now. It's been an emotional and somber week in Dallas, and even hitting close here for our local law enforcement. Like I said, they are doing the national anthem right now. Hey guys, that's right. We're out here right now. Now, I don't know a whole lot of information right now, but what I do know, what I can tell you, is that troopers are assisting out here in Caddo. We do know right now, you can see the Caddo police actually just drove by right there. The city is looking for volunteers to come help clean up the bricks. Kathleen, Douglas Distributing in Sherman tells us that cheap gas is being fueled by lower oil prices. Hey Tom, earlier this week, Sherman ISD sent home a letter to the students saying if they want to attend tonight's game, they're going to have to follow a new set of rules. Because of recent lack of rain and Texoma's extreme heat, both Fannin and Cook County declared burn bans this morning. If you are interested in using these safe exchange zones, we're located right over here on the east side of the Denison Police Department. Again, they are clearly marked so you can see exactly where to come. The Salvation Army places angel trees just like this one behind me all over Texoma, giving people the chance to spread holiday cheer to children in need. Kathleen, that's right. As you can see, there's already a lot of cars on the roadway as people are preparing for their Thanksgiving holiday. But the good news is if you have to fill up before you head out tomorrow morning or this evening, gas prices are low. Tom, police say Johnson was upset about the recent deaths of 2 black men at the hands of police in Louisiana and Minnesota. Days after a gunman opened fire and killed 5 police officers, President Obama brought words of comfort to the people of Dallas. The pastor says the attack on Dallas police earlier this month prompted the Sherman Church to do something. The blast didn't look small at all. Contractors say tonight they set off a small charge of dynamite around 7. This comes after postponing yesterday from inclement weather. Police say they put a Fannin County drug dealer out of business after they found almost 300 grams of homemade crystal meth in his rental truck. Ardmore police say after what happened this weekend, they just want to remind everyone to make sure they keep their cars and doors locked at all times. Renovations to the Lake Murray Lodge in Ardmore is nearing completion. CW News at 9, Sarah Williams explains. Rescue crews say a local woman is miraculously okay tonight after she fell nearly 150 feet while she was hiking near Turner Falls Lookout last night. Yesterday's storms left some significant damage in several counties in southern Oklahoma. A Marshall County woman is in the hospital tonight after fire officials say she was burned by a fire while she was trying to enter her home. A meeting at the Marshall County Courthouse today approved the formation of a justice authority to getting things underway with building a new jail. The Love County Sheriff's Department has a new leader tonight. The sheriff's scandal forced county commissioners to name a new lawman to take over the department. A group of people barged into a dance studio as they were being chased by police. The staff was forced to rush a group of kids into the studio for safety. They went to a Marshall County home looking to buy drugs, not to get hired for a murder. Texoma doesn't seem to be slowing down anytime soon, and it's having both a positive and negative effect on ranchers. Durant Police, Bryan County Sheriff's Office, and state troopers all came together tonight with one idea in mind: pray for peace and comfort for their brothers and sisters in blue. Standing together and uniting as one, dozens of Oklahomans came together Thursday night to show their support for police officers.
I'm all with the family in blue, the thin blue line. They mean everything to me. I'm not going to back down from anything.
Exactly 1 week ago today, 5 Dallas police officers were killed in a brutal attack, leaving the nation stunned.
And I support them in all areas of the country, and particularly tonight, Dallas Police Department and the other agencies there nearby that also lost officers.
Troopers, police, members from the sheriff's office, and other servicemen and women stood together as one and listened to the words of encouragement from their brothers in blue.
It's been difficult, you know, for me personally, and a lot of it is simply because we're so close to, you know, the law enforcement is we're all a team, we're all a brotherhood, and you know, every one of us here considers everyone who works down there as part of your family.
And as difficult as the past week has been, Detective John Hayslip with the Bryan County Sheriff's Office says during these hard times, law enforcement and people in the community need to stand together and not alone.
To you know, just continue to work hard on making stronger bonds with the community, get out and talking to the people of the community, getting to know them, where, you know, whenever an officer actually stops and deals with one, they know who the officer is and the officer knows who they are. So, you know, really it just comes down to closing that gap between us.
And building that bond is why so many turned out Thursday night to say they stand with the police force and won't back down.
We pull together.
that we become one again and be there for each other. I think it's about hate instead of help. I think that's why we're here tonight, to pray and to bring this country back together.
Now, more of the officers that were killed last week will be laid to rest tomorrow. Stay with K10 News for continuing coverage of the ambush in Dallas. We'll have new information on air and online at K10.com and breaking news as it happens. Reporting live in the studio, Caroline Cunningham, K10 News. Today we spoke with family members of both Molly Miller and Colt Haynes, who are pleading with the public to come forward with any information, no matter how small. They say they just want justice for their kids and to hopefully bring them home. It's been 3 years now since Molly Miller and Colt Haynes haven't been seen or heard from. Family members of both teens say not a day goes by that they don't think about their missing children.
They're just gone. You don't know where they, you don't know. You don't know what happened. It's hard.
But Friday, a hefty reward of $10,000 was issued by the OSBI for anyone that has any information on the whereabouts of Miller and Haynes.
We're to a point where we need new information that is relevant to this case and and it can be actually substantiated and corroborated in that respect.
OSBI Director Stan Florence says Friday's press conference was to get the word out yet again that there are 2 Texoma teens missing and that he strongly feels there are people out there that could have some information about where the 2 may be.
To date, no information that we have on all those suspects have brought us to a point that we can draw any definitive conclusions. But yes, there have been numerous names that have mentioned.
Family members say they're pleading with anyone who may know anything to come forward to help bring Miller and Haynes home.
We hope and pray that somebody will come forward with enough information to let us get to the end.
OSBI says this reward is different than most. No conviction has to be made. They just want any information that could help solve this case. To report information, you're urged to call the OSB hotline number. We'll have that number listed on our website at K10.com. Reporting live in the studio, Caroline Cunningham, K10 News. Many parents and kids we spoke with today said that $100 gift card was a true blessing because without it, they would not have been able to get their child ready for the new school year that starts up in just a few weeks. Time of year again where kids are getting ready to head back to school, but for some parents, sending kids back to the classroom means pain on the pocketbook.
We know that we have kids at the club that can't, financially are not able to, a lot of times, to be there.
But thanks to Academy, local kids were able to get some of those back to school necessities Wednesday free of charge.
I was really happy because $100, I usually never get any money getting $100, but I got $100 and I just wanted to get some football stuff and a Camelback.
You want to try them on? Here, let's sit down and try them on.
Academy employees raced through the store with the kids to grab all of the hot items they could to ensure they're ready for the new school year.
They're ecstatic when they finish shopping and realize, oh, I get to take this stuff home. I wasn't just playing it. It's magical. The smile is awesome.
8-year-old Jericho Heineman says he's never ready to see the summer end, but this year he says he's ready to go back to the classroom.
I got some blue football cleats, blue football gloves, blue school shoes, and a blue Camelback.
But going back to school this year will be anything but blue for these kids.
And we just thank God that we've been blessed to be a part of this.
80 other Academy locations nationwide are doing the same thing this year. Academy says it's just their way to show the community that they care. Reporting live in the studio, Caroline Cunningham, K10 News. Authorities released the names of the man and his kids who died yesterday, and as they continue to try to find answers for why it all happened. Grayson County fire officials say Sunday afternoon's fire badly damaged the home in the 100 block of Kepler Road just outside of Van Alstyne. Firefighters quickly got the flames under control, but when they went inside, they found the bodies of 45-year-old David Lee Small and his 8- and 9-year-old children, Grant and Ashley.
At this time, myself and the Sheriff's Department are doing an investigation on this structure fire we had yesterday here in Van Alstyne.
Investigators believe Small committed suicide, then, quote, caused the death of his 2 children. So far, they haven't said how. According to a preliminary report by the Dallas County Medical Examiner's Office, all 3 showed significant signs of smoke inhalation and no other signs of trauma.
Next thing I know, I thought it was gunfire. It sounded very much like, it scared me so bad I ran in the hallway.
Terry Sattler lives in the home next door. She says she's shocked to hear what happened.
I wish I knew more. I really don't. I don't know what he didn't seem like he was in a very good frame of mind the last few weeks and wasn't really talking to us or much or anything and seemed very depressed.
The Grayson County Sheriff's Office had no history of calls to the home. 2 pets were also found dead inside the house.
It just sounds like a very big tragedy, very horrible, and my heart goes out to their mother and their families. And you know, these things aren't supposed to happen.
Both the fire and deaths are still under investigation by both the Grayson County Sheriff's Department and the Grayson County Fire Marshal's Office. Reporting live in the studio, Caroline Cunningham, K10 News.